Well, Merry Christmas. I hope your Christmas was good, and hope you're going to have a Happy New Year coming up, kind of in that in-between week between Christmas and New Year's. If you joined us for Christmas Eve at Maryland, uh, man, it was just a tremendous time. And so a huge thanks to all of our volunteers who made that happen, to Justin Hebner, who led the worship band, and Scott Telly, who oversaw all of the media stuff. But the real heroes are just the tons of volunteers that we had on that night. It was a packed house and a time just to celebrate the fact that God wants to be with us. And then we followed that up on Sunday with a brand new series called Bliss. And I know as we are at the beginning of the year, some of us this week will make some New Year's resolutions because we think, man, if I can just do this, then I'll be a little bit more happy, or be a little happier, or my life will be a little bit better. And Jesus has a lot of things to say about that. And so in this series, Bliss, we're looking at 8 statements that Jesus said about being happy and about being blessed and about finding not only contentment but great power in the situations that we're in. And so we started that last Sunday as we looked at the situations that we were in and how God would give us the kingdom. And so obviously not enough time to talk about all of that here, but we will follow up that on this coming Sunday when we talk about blessed are those who mourn because they will be comforted. And when you think about what are some things that we mourn, one of the biggest things that we mourn is death. Got a friend of mine whose father-in-law died, and actually heading to a funeral here in just a little bit. And we'll sit around the funeral home, as I'm sure you have before, and just reflect on life. And there'll be a lot of mourning that goes on. And what I find is I usually get pretty emotional at those times, even when I don't know the person. There's something about death. But one thing that we're going to be challenged on, that the Scripture is really challenging me on, and I'm looking forward to sharing on Sunday, is that there's something that we should mourn more than just death, and it's some pretty heavy stuff. And I don't, that's all I'll say about it. But you're going to want to be here Sunday because I think God has this just great word for us when it comes to mourning. The opposite of mourning, maybe. 2011 is promising just to be a great year for us. Tons full of activity. We just talked to the leader of our Guatemala ministry, and they're gearing up for a large trip down there. There's a lot of fundraising that's going on, that's going into that. I know that Rob Ball, our youth pastor, is gathering up some students, and they're doing some mission work inside the U.S. borders this year. Justin and I, as you've probably heard, are going to Uganda. Tons of things in our community, just a lot of good things that are happening. We're really excited about the stuff that God is doing. And so we really want you to be a part of that. So we'd love to see you. Maybe your New Year's resolution should be, man, I just need to go to church a little bit more. And I'm telling you, this place called Maryland is a phenomenal place. There are amazing churches in town, and nothing against any other church at all because we're partners with them. But I'm really excited to be a part of Maryland and the things that God's doing there. And so maybe for the New Year's resolution for you this year is, I'm going to go check that out one time. Love to see you there. In the meantime, hope your Christmas was great. Hope your New Year's is going to be even better. So have a fantastic one.